So some really early pre-alpha footage of Skate 4 got leaked, and it's very, very interesting. I was debating whether to make this video or not, because whenever official kind of, pictures or footage gets leaked, I'm always a little bit wary of showing that or, talking about it to whatever degree, just because it is a pretty big leak. But there's a lot of stuff to be taken from this footage. And honestly, even though it is really, really, really early footage, you got to keep in mind, this is very early development footage. Even then, there's a lot to take from it, and it looks really, really good. And there's a lot that I want to talk about regarding this footage. So welcome back, friends, to another video here on the channel. If you're new around here, be sure to subscribe for more content. We talk about the games and play the games here. Everything Nintendo goes on a different channel. So if you guys are into Nintendo content, be sure to check that out. Links in the description below. I know a lot of you guys subscribed here from, different skateboarding games, content that I've done, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, especially, maybe a little bit of my skate, what was it, skate? Did I play all 3 skates yet? I can't remember. I don't think I did Skate 2 yet, but we played through Skate 1 and Skate 3 here, the story. Anyways, a bunch of skate content. So I love the skateboarding culture. I grew up with it. I'm not the best skater, but I love skateboarding in and of itself. I love everything about it. So I'm really excited about this, and I know you guys are too, and this is why I really want to dissect this with you guys. So I'm gonna throw the footage up on screen. I guess we will do that. I'll throw it up on screen. Let's just take a look. So again, this is super early footage. I mean, you could tell, right? And people are gonna be like, it looks like a PS1 game. Yeah, it's early footage. I mean, they haven't done any kind of texturing or shadowing. This is just getting the kind of mechanics down and whatnot. And it's really interesting footage because there's a lot of the elements of fluidity that you can see. Also, the fact that you can do like all these kind of front flips and actually land on your feet, off your board, and even on your board. They show on your board as well. You do a front flip and land back on your board, and backflips, things like that. So there's a lot more fluidity to the game, which I think is very, very interesting, because obviously, when you see the front flips and the back flips, it kind of looks like a cannonball, when you would bail in Skate 3, like Hall of Meat kind of stuff. But apparently you can actually land on your feet when you're doing that now. You can do a perfect, front and back flip. And just looking at the footage and just, again, this is very early footage, but it looks really fluid. It looks very, very smooth, and it looks like they're really getting things down pat. And what's even more interesting is that they have mantling. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the part that when they were climbing up the stairs, and then up the stairs that climbed up into a ledge, you can actually mantle, which makes everything super, I guess, more accessible to get into all these different kinds of new areas in the game. Because obviously in Skate 3, every single skate game, they introduced a little bit more kind of mechanics, right? Obviously with Skate 2, I think it was, you could finally get off your board. They introduced, more and more stuff that, kind of made it a little bit better, quality of life stuff, right? Being able to get off your board obviously was huge, massive, to do that. Skate 1 is a little bit annoying in that regard because you couldn't get off your board. And then with Skate 3, obviously there were certain ledges that's like, the ledge is right there. I have 2 hands, but I can't grab them because there was just not a mechanic. But now from this, very early footage, it seems as though that they're going to now have mantling, so that if there is like a ledge or something that you can at least reach with your hands, that like the same way how in real life you would be able to pull yourself up, you could do that in the game. And again, that's going to make things just so much easier to get to certain spots. There's certain spots that you could get into in Skate 3, but they're just they required a little bit more of a detour or a workaround. But now with this kind of mechanic, you can just mantle up and just kind of take shortcuts. Or like I said, it kind of makes more areas accessible if you're able to mantle up. So I think this one little thing that we're seeing in this pre-alpha footage is absolutely massive, in my opinion, because that opens the door for so much more in Skate 4. And that really gets me excited because, again, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is super early footage. It's only about like a 30-second clip, give or take. And there's still so much information packed into this short clip. Now, keep in mind, being, early pre-development or pre-alpha kind of footage, there's some stuff that are subject to change, right? Any of this could change. Any of this could be not in the final game. That's also why I was kind of wary to even talk about it or show it, because, obviously, I don't think the developers are probably too stoked about this leaking. There is one thought that I had, and I could be very wrong about this, but I almost wonder if they intentionally leaked this to kind of get feedback, right? Where they wanted to see how are people going to receive this footage, right? What are they going to say about this? Because there's some very specific things shown in here, right? You got to think about that. In this short little clip, we see, you know, pushing, we see some flip tricks, we see some grind tricks, some rotations, we see getting off the board, the mantling, like I said, and it looks very, very fluid. It also looks like you have, you know, controls of your hands to put them up and down. I don't know if that's like an emote or something. And then the fact that you can do like these front flips. Again, it seems very, very specific what we're seeing. And I almost do wonder in the back of my head, was this leaked intentionally to get kind of like again, kind of a general idea what people are thinking about this footage. Like I said, I could be wrong about that. I don't know. But regardless, I will say the game, like I said, the mechanics look super fluid already. Obviously, being pre-alpha footage, very, very early development still. They're still going to improve it, right? They're still going to make it even more fluid. It actually looked like at one point that there was kind of like when he was pushing on the board, it almost looked like, and I know there was elements of this in Skate 3, you know, where you could if you push up on the left stick as you're pushing, that you kind of push a little harder, or at least your character looks like he pushes a little harder, but it looks like almost even more so like they tweaked that in here. Does that make sense? Like you can intentionally push your board even harder than you could in Skate 3 for an even harder boost of speed, if that makes any sense. I'm not really sure how to phrase my stuff right now. I don't know if you guys noticed too, during the footage, there's actually a controller on the right side there that shows all the stick movements and whatnot as well, and the controller movements, so you can see exactly what's going on. But not really much to take out of that, except the fact that when the hands go up and when they mantle, they're pushing both shoulder buttons together. So that's what it seems like it's happening. So if you're on Xbox, LB and RB. If you're on PlayStation, it'd be L1 and R1. They're pushing those together, and both hands go up. So I guess I'm wondering if that's how they're going to do that. Obviously, I would assume that LB and RB, or L1 and R1, are still going to be linked, you know, when you push them individually with the D-pad to place a marker and, you know, go back to that marker, things like that as well, would be my assumption. But anyways, I could go on and on and on about this. I know it's just a tiny little clip, but it's getting me really excited because even though it's super, super early development footage, like I said, there's a lot to kind of take out of this, and you could already see kind of a general direction that they're headed in with this game. And I think it's exciting because it looks like it's, so far from this little short clip, it looks like it's taking the fundamentals, the baseline of what made Skate 3 so much fun and so great. It looks like a skate game, obviously, but it looks like they've improved upon it. They're working on, you know, better fluidity and better movement, right? And adding mechanics, like I said, mantling, which is going to open the door for so many possibilities to get into all these different crazy awesome spots. And I can't wait. The opportunities, the possibilities of this game in terms of just fun as a player, and also for content creators just to create content is just going to be insane. I cannot wait. It's amazing stuff. I don't know when this game is going to come out, but whenever it does, I'll be definitely playing it here on the channel. So keep it locked. Be sure to subscribe, share with your friends, and all that, so we can continue growing the community and the channel. And I'll see you guys soon in another one. Let me know what you guys thought about all of this down in the comment section below, and if you guys are even more hyped now for Skate 4. Till the next one, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching.